This is a tutorial adding audio using Final Cut Pro. This is www.doingitwithhelp.com. I'm Kathy Roberts. You know how sometimes you have a video that you've done and then there's just some information you left out and you're like, oh damn, I wish I said this. You can just do a little voice recording, put a still shot there, and bam, there you go. I'll show you how to do that. What you do is you go to the end and then you go to Window and you scroll down and it says record audio. So now I'm going to record audio. You have to press on the little, record button and then you just start speaking. Now that our video is done downloading, we're going to go to www.youtube.com and get started. Done. And here it is, see? Now let's edit it. Now that our video is downloading, Alright, I'll just keep going. Now that our video is done downloading, I just played it by hitting the space bar. Now that our video is downloading, Alright, I'll just keep going. And then when I wanted it to stop, I just pressed Command B and it made the break there. And then I highlight it and hit delete. And now it's done. So let's see how this sounds. Now that our video is done downloading, we're going to go to www.youtube.com and get started. Now I'll just do the same thing. Hit the space bar to stop it. And B makes it break. Highlight it. Delete. Okay? So that's done. Bring it down where I want it to go. To do that, you highlight it or you just click on it and it will highlight and then you drag it. Dragging, 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 dragging where I want it to be. Now, where I want it to be is really obvious because I have that bright blue screen there so I can see where it is. Sometimes you'll have to take note of the time. See the time? 1.30. That's around where I would want it to be. But since this was so blue, I didn't have to take any notice of anything else except for that. All right, now I have to put a picture here, or this voice is going to go over the voice that I have before this. All right, so I'm going to drag a picture that I have on my desktop. Select the picture that you want to drag there. Drag it. There's a little plus sign. See it? When the plus sign comes, you know that it will go in. Let go, and there it goes. Now, you take this and move it over right. So there's like that little flag thing that comes up, and that's exactly where it's going to stop. Perfect. Now this, it needs to be longer, obviously. So if you hit Alt and highlight and drag to the right, it makes a duplicate of it. And it looks pretty damn perfect to me. I'm going to do it again because it has to be a little bit bigger. So then what I'll do is I would either just put the line there and Command B and then delete it. Or I would do this, and when you see these little things happen, see this little thing there? You can drag to the left and stop where you want it to stop. See, either way it could have worked. Now I want to write some text here while I'm speaking. The same thing that I'm saying, I want to have it written. So I'll go to T for text, All, Custom. I'll drag the custom here. See the little plus sign? It's going where I want it. Now I'll get that little, I don't know what it's called, but that little thing that looks like a weird parentheses with arrows to drag it for as long as it is that my voice will be. Now I might as well show you the rest of the thing, right? If you go up here to this little square box with little tiny dots on the corners and you click on it, then you can move your title. Now you have to have what you're working on, the text little box here, highlighted for this to move. And there you go. You move it over and then you'll start to write. But there's something else I want to do too. I don't like me in the center. I'm going to have words here. I might as well move me over too. You have to make sure that you have highlighted what it is that you want moved. Click on the little box and move me over. See that, how easy that was? Now I can make this bigger. And I'm telling you, simple is better. If it works exactly like it looks, don't change it. Okay, so I'm going to say, now that we, it has to be moved over there. Now that, and I spelt that wrong, and see it highlights it so that I know that I spelt it wrong. Now that our video has downloaded, go to www.youtube.com and we will get started. Explanation point, just because it's fun. Now look, you see how this box is here? What would happen is if you didn't realize it, you would start writing still and it wouldn't go down. It would be like, why can't I see the writing anymore? Now if it turns out that you don't see your writing at all, it's probably because it's too big. So if you go to the right here where it says size, move it a little to the left, move it a little to the right, and it resizes your text. As long as it's highlighted and that's what you're working on, then that's what will happen. Now I'm just going to move this over, highlight the box, click on it, and move it over a little bit. Just when you're doing this, take your time. Don't rush through, okay? Sometimes when you move too quickly, the computer just isn't real happy with it. And then you're like, why isn't it working? Well, it is working. You're just going a little too fast. Make sure you click done. In the Mac, many things are saved automatically. This isn't. You have to click done for it to be done. All right, now let's see how it worked out. Save. Now it's going to take a while. Now that our video is done downloading, we're going to go to www.youtube.com and get started. All right, now do you see what happened? I saved this one that way, but not these. So instead of me doing it all over again and trying to get it right, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to delete this one, and I'm going to delete this one, and make this one identical. Alt and drag. Alt and drag. And now just make it smaller. Remember how we did it before? This time I'll do it with Command B to cut it there. Highlight what you want cut and hit delete. Now this, you can see, is longer than I want it. So we will go to the beginning of this and drag it over a little bit. Okay, so it is the way we want it right now. We've done it. But I don't like the way it just goes abruptly from here to there. So we want to do a little segue. So you go to this little square thing with the triangles. It kind of almost looks like an envelope or like a little bow that you put on a girl's hair. And I like using Garrison because my dear friend Jazz, who is like the ultimate geek because, man, she's educated, she uses it. So that's what I use. So I'm going to drag it to the beginning and the end of the little clip I just added, and it'll give it a nice little segue, as you will. Now it's going to take a while. Now that our video is done downloading, see how that worked? We're going to go to www.youtube.com and get started. See, I am able to see how nice? That's perfect. It is perfect. So that's how you do it. That's how you do a voiceover. That's how you add it to a clip if you need to. If you want to put words on it, that's how you do that. I've also showed you how to manipulate this area here if you want to put words in it and to drag a picture in. All right? This was www.doingitwithhelp.com. I'm Kathy Roberts. I hope that I helped you. Please like this video.